So let's look at how to get started, okay, doing intermittent fast. Again, we're going to focus on the timing of our meals, all right? So here are a few examples of how people do intermittent fasting. One is a short fast, which is a 16-8, called a 16-8 fast. The other one is a medium one, which is a 24, and then the long fast, which is the 24 to 36 hour fast. So the easier one is the 16-8, which is the short fast. And this is one is good for beginners. This is the one that you want to start with. And what 16-8 means is that you're fasting for, in a 24-hour day, okay, 24-hour time period, you're fasting for 16 hours and you're eating in an 8-hour window, okay? And in that 8-hour window, you would be eating 2 satisfying, healthy meals, getting adequate calories for the day. The second one, which is the medium one, so it's a step up from the first. Here you are fasting for 20 hours and you're eating a solid meal or 2 in a 4-hour period. And then the last one, more aggressive, fasting for a complete 24 hours. So let's take a look more closely at how to do these 3 different fasting schedules, okay? So let's do an example of the easier one, which is a short 16-8 fast, all right? So say you finished eating dinner today at 8 p.m. Then you will not eat anything the rest of the evening or overnight. You would then skip breakfast in the morning and go straight to lunch, okay? And that would be at noon. So basically, you have fasted for 16 hours from 8 p.m. tonight until noon tomorrow, okay? Then you then have an 8-hour window, basically from 12 o'clock to 8 o'clock to eat. So in this 12-hour window, you ideally want to eat 2 healthy, satisfying meals, okay? There's no need to skimp on calories. You want to eat the same number of calories that you would have eaten in that day. And you want to make sure that those meals are well balanced, okay? We don't want to have those meals full of unhealthy carbs and sugars. So you want to make sure it's a balanced meal with healthy fats, protein, and good carbs with some fiber in it, okay? You also want to make sure you avoid any in-between snacking. That's why I said you want to get 2 solid meals in without any kind of snacking in between. And if you eat a well-balanced meal with good fats and proteins, you should not be feeling hungry in between meals for snacks. Next is an example of the 24 fast, all right? So again, let's use the same example. Say you finish eating dinner today at 8 p.m. So then you would not eat anything the rest of the evening or overnight. You would then skip breakfast tomorrow and you would skip lunch, all right? And then what you're doing is you would eat then at 4 o'clock. So basically you have fasted now for 20 hours from 8 o'clock tonight until 4 in the afternoon tomorrow. You've skipped breakfast and you've skipped lunch. So now you have a 4-hour window of eating from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Okay, so you can have 1 big meal or 2 smaller meals in this time frame. Again, a healthy, well-balanced meal that is high in good fats, proteins, and good carbohydrates, okay? And a key point, remember, before you start this type of a fast, the 20-hour fast, make sure you do start with the 16-hour one first. Get used to that, and then you advance. And then we have the long one, which is the more aggressive 24-hour fast. And again, as an example, same example we used before. Say you finished eating dinner tonight at 8 p.m. You would not eat anything the rest of the evening, overnight. You skip breakfast and lunch the next day, and you would eat dinner tomorrow at 8 p.m. So basically you're eating 24 hours later. One advantage to this fast, it is very, very effective. And one good thing is you're still eating 1 meal per day. Technically, you eat today at 8, you eat tomorrow at 8. So those people who have to take, certain medications with food, this would still work, okay? So remember, you can do the timing of these fasts however way it works for you. Maybe you'd rather eat breakfast and lunch and skip dinner. okay, and fast all night until the next day. So you can work with that clock, that 24-hour clock, however way you want, as long as you get that fasting, the number of hours of fasting in, okay? So the key is doing the appropriate number of hours. It does not matter when you do it in that 24-hour period.